Earlier, we talked about ways to reduce food waste by freestyling your dinner, using the leftovers in your fridge. So Mairlyn Smith is back to show us how easy it is, okay? So you got a freestyle recipe for us right now.
I do, but and it's funny because when I freestyle, I don't write anything down.
That's
and
true.
I had to write this down. It's like, wah! Anyway, so here we go. Okay, so it starts off with that chicken that was on sale that I roasted a whole bunch of, okay? So that was the inspiration for pasta.
Okay.
All right, and then I had all these like mushrooms kicking around in my fridge, and I thought, you know, I should make something with it. And then it was like, oh my gosh, I have some parsley, and this is how I store parsley, and we talk about this all the time because, you know, it's important to store your vegetables and herbs, right? So I wrap them up in paper towels and keep it in a plastic bag.
Is it a damp paper towel?
No.
Do you not? Okay,
No.
so a dry paper towel
Yes.
in a plastic bag.
Exactly. Okay, so that was the inspiration, okay?
Yes.
So I've got over here, I fried up everything I cook has got onions and garlic in it.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I agree with you.
Builder.
It's a sexy thing. Anyway, and I just want you to look at the mushrooms in the frying pan versus the mushrooms over here.
Yes.
So that's the same amount. So this is the dreaded mushroom shrinkage, okay? So that many goes down. So don't be freaked out. And do not be like this when you're cooking mushrooms because you bump them and then the water comes out and you get soggy mushrooms. And you want to get browned mushrooms. So do not bump a cooking mushroom. Okay?
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Okay.
So while that's doing it, you meanwhile have been boiling your pasta, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, I have some older cheese in the fridge, but it's not bad.
Okay.
All right, because I store it in parchment paper.
Yeah.
And this is how frugal I am.
Use the little nubs.
The little nubs. The little nubs of cheese. And I don't throw these out. I put them in the sauce.
Good.
Okay, so the little skinny ones are going to go right in there. And then this little guy, I can still grate it, okay? So I can still grate it. And I love this grater because you can not cut your, you know, you don't get your knuckles off all that well.
Right.
So it's a really good, if you want to ever invest in something cool, this is a really neat little hand grater.
You use it a lot, don't you?
I use it a ton for garlic, cheese. And then if you look at this big hunk of cheese that I have in the fridge,
so good.
People think that that's gone bad, but those little white marks are actually the amino acid crystals.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad thing.
No.
Okay, so this is not, don't throw this out.
Can I like just say to people, Parmesan, real Parmesan is not cheap.
No, it's not.
So that is nothing to throw out right there.
No, that's about $17.
Yes.
Yeah.
Use that.
Mama does not want to throw.
All the way down to the nub.
All the way, and then throw the nub in the sauce.
Right.
Okay. So while that's cooking, well, we would have had your pasta done. And one of the big tricks when you're cooking pasta is that you save the pasta water. So I do about a half a cup to a cup of pasta water, and that becomes the sauce. And I learned that when I was in Italy.
Yes.
So this is one of my favorite tips to use. So that's done. I'm going to add in my cooked pasta.
Nice. Whatever pasta you like.
Whatever. Well, actually, if you're in Italy, it's kind of a sin to use the wrong cut, but I don't know those rules.
But it's a leftover recipe.
Yeah. So just whatever.
Use what you got.
This doesn't actually taste good with spaghetti noodles, but it does taste better with these like bow ties. What are they called? Farfalle. Is that the word?
Farfalle.
Farfalle. I like to pretend I'm Italian. Okay, and we're going to add the pasta water into there. Have a nice, oh, that's really hot now.
Ooh, yeah.
Remember we were like,
trying to get it hot.
The stove's not
now it's like,
now I don't even know how to turn it off. Anyway,
That's fine.
So you add that in there like this.
Oh,
okay, I don't know. You know it's fine.
I'm just
don't worry.
do it down a bit.
Just do it down a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to add, this is 5% cream, but you could add milk if you want.
Okay.
Because what's happening is that the starch from the pasta is going to make the sauce, okay? And this smells like, this is comfort food. And it's sexy. I think this is like just wafting it. Yeah, okay.
It's beautiful.
So it's beautiful. So there's my my Parmesan cheese and my Reggiana Parmigiano.
Okay.
And we're going to put the parsley in because, you know, I don't throw anything out. Okay.
Yeah, go crazy with
and
the
then there's some
parsley.
thyme that's buried here someplace that goes in there too. And dinner's ready.
Okay, so the recipe is cityline.tv because we got her to actually write it down for us so you can repeat it at home.